I saw your shadow fading through the door, like every promise we once had before. The silence followed every step you took, and every second felt like a page I never wrote. I should have stayed beside you when the nights got hard, instead of chasing reasons somewhere in the dark. You try to keep the fire burning in the cold, but I kept drifting farther till your hands let go. Now every empty street feels like it calls your name, and every lonely heartbeat whispers I'm to blame. If I never let you go, would you still be here tonight, standing in the doorway under the same old light? If I never turned away and your heart was open wide, maybe we would still be standing side by side. If love was still a road we were meant to follow through, if I never let you go, I'd still be loving you. Your laughter in the hallway still echoes in my mind, like a distant memory I can't leave behind. I thought the time was endless, that you'd always stay, but love can slip through fingers when you push it away. Now every crying moment feels heavier than before, and every step I'm taking leads me to your door. If I never let you go, would you still be here tonight, standing in the doorway under the same old light? If I never turned away when your heart was open wide, maybe we would still be standing side by side. Love was still a road we were meant to follow through, if I never let you go. I'd still be loving you, I'd still be loving you. Maybe it's too late, maybe you moved on, maybe the place you had for me is already gone. But if there's still no whisper of the love we knew, I'd cross every distance just to come back to you. If I never let you go, maybe we'd still be alive in the quiet moments where our hearts collide. If I never walked away from the love you gave to me, maybe we would still be everything we dreamed. If love still remembers what we used to be, if I never let you go, will you come back to me? The night keeps asking where you used to be. If I never let you go, would you still love There's a light in the hallway that I never turn on, like a quiet reminder of the love that we lost. Every night I listen for your key in the door, but the house just whispers like it did before. You try to tell me slowly that you felt alone, even when you were standing right here in our home. But I kept believing that love couldn't break, while you were quietly drowning in the silence I made. Now the echoes of your footsteps still live in these rooms, and the promises I broke still hang in the gloom. If you still hear my heart calling out your name through the empty dark, through the quiet pain, if you still feel the love we were holding on to, through the falling dust of the things I put you through, if there's still a spark that remembers who we are, then follow my voice. If you still hear my heart, your sweater in the closet still carries your scent, like a fragile memory of the love we once meant. I was blind to the warning written in your eyes. Now I'm reading the story between all the goodbye, and every lonely midnight brings your shadow back, like a ghost of the future I can never have. If you still hear my heart calling out your name through the empty dark, through the quiet pain, if you still feel the love we were holding on to, through the falling dust of the things I put you through, if there's still a spark that remembers who we are, then follow my voice. If you still hear my heart, maybe you found a new road, maybe you've closed that door, but if love ever whispers like it did before, I'll be right here waiting where our story began, trying to be the person I should have been. If you still hear my heart through the silent night, through the broken parts, through the fading light, if the love we carry still is somewhere inside, then follow the sound of the tears I cried. If there's still a spark that remembers who we are, come back tonight. If you still hear my heart, the light in the hallway still shines in the dark, just in case you ever hear my heart. The street light through the window still falls the same way across the empty bedroom where you used to lay. The clock keeps moving forward, but my mind stands still. Some nights I hear your whisper like the past never will. stood beside the doorway, with tears you tried to hide. Your voice was barely breaking, but I still chose my pride. You asked me just to listen, just stay a little while, but I kept walking past you like love was still in style. Now every step I take alone feels heavier than before, and every dream I try to hold stops outside your door. If I stayed that night, would we still be holding on? Would your heart still find me when the morning comes? If I stayed that night, would the tears still fall? Or would love have saved us from the final call? If time could turn around just for you and I'd go back to that moment and stay that night. Your jacket on the chair still looks like yesterday, like you just stepped outside and might come back someday. I never meant to lose you or break the trust we knew, but love can slowly shatter when silence speaks for you. Now every empty hallway carries your goodbye, and every quiet heartbeat asks me why. If I stayed that night, would we still be holding on? Would your heart still find me when the morning comes? If I stay that night, would the tears still fall? Or would love have saved us from the final call? If time could turn around just for you and I'd go back to that moment and stay that night. Maybe the ending was written in the dark. Maybe I broke something in your heart, but if love remembers the life we used to know, I'd cross every distance just to let you know. If I stayed that night, maybe we'd still believe in the quiet promise of you and me. If I stay that night, maybe we'd still be strong instead of learning where we went wrong. If time could turn around just for you and I'd go back to that moment and stay that night. Streetlight through the window still shines the same light, but everything might change if I stayed that night. The door is half open, like you just won't give in, and the silence is heavier with every passing day. Your voice in the hallway still lives in the air, but the echo reminds me you're no longer there. I used to chase your shadow through every sleepless night, hoping love will guide us back into the light. But some roads keep turning farther than we planned. Love can slowly slip away through trembling hands. Now the stars above the city look colder than before, and every quiet moment feels like a closing door. If this is goodbye, then why does my heart stay standing in the doorway where you walked away? If this is the end of everything we knew, why does every memory still feel like you? If this is goodbye, then tell me why my heart still waits for you tonight. Your photograph is fading on the shelf beside the bed, like a quiet reminder of the words we never said. I tried to keep believing that love would find a way, but hope can lose its meaning when the light begins to fade. Now every lonely midnight calls your name again, but the echo in the darkness never answers when. If this is goodbye, then why does my heart stay standing in the doorway where you walked away? If this is the end of everything we knew, why does every memory still feel like you? If this is goodbye, then tell me why my heart still waits for you tonight. Maybe love was fragile from the very start. Maybe time was writing cracks inside our hearts. But if the world remembers the life we tried to live, then maybe someday love will forgive. If this is goodbye, then why does the night still whisper your name in the fading light? If this is the end of all that we were, why does your shadow still open that door? If this is goodbye, then why do I try to believe you'll come back tonight? The door is still open, but I finally see sometimes goodbye is all love can be. The night is colder now, your side of the bed is still. I hear the quiet house, but everything feels too real. Your picture in the frame, still hanging on the wall. And every time I say your name, the silence answers all. You try to tell me slowly something wasn't right, but I kept walking past it like love, but in this time you try to hold the moment If I had one more chance, one more night with you, I'd hold your heart so carefully, the way I never knew. If I had one more chance before you walk away, I'd give you every promise. I was too afraid to save the still spark somewhere in the dark. Don't let it fade tonight. If I had one more chance, I'd finally make it right. The coffee on the counter, still waiting with excitement. Your jacket by the doorway, like you might come right back. I never meant to break you, or push your love aside. Pride can build a distance you never meant to hide. Now every empty moment feels heavier than before, and every dream I'm dreaming stops outside your door. If I had one more chance, one more night with you, I'd hold your heart so carefully, the way I never knew. If I had one more chance before you walk away, I'd give you every promise. I was too afraid to save the still spark somewhere in the dark. Don't let it fade tonight. If I had one more chance, I'd finally make it right. Maybe your hurry comes too late, maybe you're already gone, but if your heart still hears my voice, please hold on. I would cross every ocean, I would walk every line, just to bring your love back into this life. If I had one more chance, one more night with you, I'd hold your heart forever, like I was meant to do. If I had one more chance before the lights all fade, and spend my whole life fixing every single break I made, if there's still a spark inside your heart tonight, don't close the door, don't turn off the light. If I had one more chance, I wouldn't let you go. Night is calling now, hope still calls your name. If love can still be found, please come back the same. Just give me one more chance. Morning light was breaking through the empty room where your shadow lingered like a quiet wound. The air feels different than it did before, like the world is breathing through an open door. For so long I waited for your voice to fall, holding on to memories like they were wrong. The time keeps moving, even broken hearts learn to find the daylight after dark. And every lonely midnight doesn't hurt the same when the truth starts whispering your name. If I learn to let you go, If I learn to let you go, maybe I will see there's another future waiting here for me. If I learn to let you go, maybe I will know love can still grow after letting go. It may not be goodbye, helps a heart to go, then maybe tonight I'll let you go. Morning light is rising where the darkness stood, and letting go feels almost good.